We began selling beer in May of 2005. This started in our basement on a small 1.5 barrel steam brew house, and after about 18 months then we constructed this brewery in and around the beginning of 2007. What we've got is a 7-barrel brew house. Like I said, earlier we started with a 2-barrel steam brew house, which we could do about 1.5 barrels on. So this was a big upgrade for us. We actually ran around the Midwest picking up equipment. Some of it came from Green Man Brewing in North Carolina. Some of it came from the BBC in Louisville. We kind of pieced it all together and built it ourselves. We just have a 2-vessel now. We're going to be going to a 4-vessel. We have a small fermentation tank farm of 3 300-gallon fermenters. We haven't produced a lot of variety. We started with 3 benchmark beers, our blonde, our amber ale, and a stout. After about 1.5 years in business, we did come out with a 4th style, a nut brown ale, and now we're working on an IPA. In fact, we sold beer in growlers on retail shelves 2 years before we even offered draft, which is a little different than most breweries. We were able to peel ourselves away from here for 26 hours, and that was just enough time to absorb a little bit of what goes on at Brew Week. And kudos to Dan and the guys who put that together, because it's an event where I knew if I was going to go back, I wanted to stay a weekend. I definitely didn't want to just show up for an evening and then be teased by what they have to offer and then have to go away. So I get a lot of good feedback from people both here in Cincinnati and when we visited Athens. It's important because our Midwest region as a whole, I don't think is recognized so much in the past for the beers that we're brewing and the amount of beer we're brewing. You should go visit your local brewery. You should look them up, go see what they do every day. I don't think you can appreciate it by only sampling what's on the shelf. In other words, what goes on behind the scenes. I know from my interaction with people with tastings and whatnot, the brewing industry may be thought of as one thing, and when you actually get into it, and you get into especially production, and that's where we are, just production only, it's a different animal. But you learn to appreciate it more when you actually visit the locations and actually get a taste of it.